So a couple weeks ago, the YouTuber Salvo Pancakes created a Twitter thread showing examples of merch designs that look to be copied and stolen by Ethan and Ela Klein's merch company, TeddyFresh. Here are the examples he gave. I don't know the logistics behind all of these designs, as I don't work for the company, but from the untrained eye, it looks pretty stolen. I mean, here the Etsy design and the TeddyFresh design have the exact same bears in the exact same positions, and when comparing this PS3 box art to the Flame Bear TeddyFresh t-shirt, you can see that in the TeddyFresh version, they didn't even bother to remove the water coming from the bear's paw in the PS3 box art, and you can see that one of the bear's arms is cut off on the TeddyFresh shirt, where the logo would start appearing on the box art. So Keemstar reported this on his Snapchat version of Drama Alert, and then Ethan Klein decided to respond to that on an episode of his podcast. And the reaction to said response wasn't positive in the slightest, with even his own fans criticizing him, and I personally thought that what he was saying in it was so ridiculous that I decided to create an impromptu stream to react to it all. Here is what Ethan said and my reaction to it. So years ago, in 2020, Ethan Klein digs into James Charles, fucking greases up James Charles's cheeks, right? For stealing the color block hoodie design.
It's exactly the same hoodie. I'm having a hard time with his merch because it's the exact same design as Ela's. It's literally exactly the same. Well, the people I saw who are in denial about it I think they didn't look too close. It's literally a carbon copy.
Let's watch it. Let's just watch this, man.
Yeah, so apparently, this is kind of crazy. Keemstar is on Snapchat trying to destroy my life, basically. He's trying to bait me into responding so that he can try to get me like the second community strike, because we have one currently.
They are doing the extreme stretch, the extreme cope of saying that because Keemstar is reporting on accusations of plagiarism, which if you look at the images side by side, it's just as credible, if not more credible, than the allegations of plagiarism that Ethan so heavily pushed against James Charles all those years ago. Obviously, Keem is biased against H3, and he's going to go to small creators like Salvo Pancakes in order to find news about H3 to report. But look at this! It's the same, dude! I feel like Keem will report on this regardless of his past with Ethan or not. Like, big content creator with a big multi-million-dollar merch brand is allegedly plagiarizing all this stuff.
I can't tell you guys how pathetic this man is. So he's on Snapchat trying to bait me into talking about him so that he can report me to YouTube again for bullying him. And this is a 40-year-old man who's reporting people to YouTube for bullying, and somehow I'm a snitch. But listen to the kind of shit he says about me. He's accusing TeddyFresh of horrible shit, right, on Snapchat.
Horrible shit. Plagiarism. If it's so horrible, why do you do it? Look at this shit. It's the same. If it's so horrible, make it different. Do something else. Like, make the bear smile or something. Like, take the hat off. Like, do something, dude. Do something. It's the exact same, dude. It's the exact same. If it's so horrible, why you do, like, fucking tracing it? Like copy paste, bro. Like, this looks the same. Like, just do something different. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I can't imagine there being a coincidence where it's the same bear in the same pose with the same fucking overalls, with the same heart on it, with the same checkerboard pattern on the heart, with the same oval behind it, with the same dots. Well, the only difference is that one's like checkerboard and one's just dots like floating, and then one has dots around it or whatever, so it is slightly different. But like, I legitimately can't imagine this being a coincidence. It's too similar. It's literally too similar. And if it's so bad to plagiarize, right, to the point where you're calling out fucking James Charles, going fucking nutso on James Charles.
He's like, I confirm that he didn't steal from TeddyFresh. Fucking quack-ass bitch.
But now I always make sure to do it.
Okay, shut up, liar.
Which looks more similar, this or this? And he went ham on James Charles. He went ham. It wasn't just this tweet.
They look like the feet of someone who steals merch. Horrible shit, right?
Horrible shit. If it's so horrible, why did you do it? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's too similar to be a coincidence. And maybe by some miracle, it is a coincidence, right? But even then, don't pay attention to it and defend yourself because you look too guilty. H3 fans aren't watching Keemstar's Snapchat. Let's be real. H3 fans think Keemstar is literal Hitler. They're not watching his Snapchat things, and they're sure as hell not following Salvo Pancakes on Twitter. No offense, Salvo's gonna be big one day, but not right now. So why even address it? Why even bring attention to it? Now, obviously, the right thing to do is to bring attention to it. But when is H3 known for doing the right thing? He's known for doing the petty thing, the most self-serving thing. Be like every other YouTuber, be self-serving, and don't address this. Although, the fact that you did address this makes it really funny for me to watch. So I'm down. I'm personally down.
Anyway, here's what he posted on Snapchat.
Roll it. The H3H3 podcast co-hosts Gila and Ethan Klein are under fire. Now, this podcast criticizes other people in the community, and these two recently have been criticized against their clothing.
Bro, just the production of this is insane. Crazy ass music. Also, he goes, they're under fire. Watch. He literally pulled a tweet from some account with like 300 likes that he probably influenced to or just outright like paid them to post that shit.
Why would he pay them? Salvo is a small streamer. He's calling out a huge creator with something that legitimately looks scummy. He would want to do it for clout. Why would Keem have to pay him for that? It's clout. It's free clout. People want to expose bigger YouTubers on the internet, especially when it's legitimate, to get attention onto themselves, as well as raise awareness for the issue that the creator is posing. Why would... Does he actually believe that? Half the time, I don't know if Ethan's making a joke about Keem, or if he's like trying to make like a semi-serious accusation.
He'll have someone else do it and then report on it, so he has no accountability.
Yeah, I think he's being serious right now.
All the time. This guy is so slimy.
This is just 5 minutes of coke. Point blank, you got exposed for this. Now talk about this. Not blame it on Keemstar. Keemstar wasn't even the person who came out with the allegation. The video should be going after Salvo Pancakes, but no, he has to make it about Keem and Keem's obsession with him and their whole, like, tie it into their whole, like, half a decade long feud in order to try and deflect from the accusations that are being put against him, which is that this, this is a much, much, much bigger copy than anything you accused James Charles for. Let's be honest, it isn't just about the plagiarism, it's hypocrisy, right? If you're gonna fucking make designs that look very similar, whether it be coincidence or not coincidence, I actually don't know, legitimately. You can't also go and be like, oh, James Charles is stealing my shit, especially when James Charles' shit, like, it had sisters on it, like, it had, like, different tones.
What's going on with the setup?
What'd you say? Oh, what's with the setup?
Roll it back a little bit.
Why is he in a bar?
He's in a bar. He's got.
By the way, let me just say this before we proceed.
Make fun of his stupid face! It's right there, dude! It's right there! His bulging eyes talking about fucking drama as a 40-year-old man, dude! Make fun of it! Oh my god, why are you commenting on the fucking background, dude? It's so fucking random, dude. This guy is literally like fucking having his eyes bulging out by the fact that you copied some teddy bears. Make fun of that shit!
No comments on his intrinsic characteristics.
Yeah.
Really? Really? The same guy who fucking made a whole goddamn video destroying Trisha Paytas' Instagram. What? Isn't this the same guy who, like, made this video? Like, wait, what? And that video was funny. I like that video. Dude, you've been beefing for fucking, like, half a decade, bro. Just fucking call him an ugly motherfucker.
Hey, that's the rule.
He's at a bar. He's got a broadcast mic and headphones on, but he seems to be recording on a cell phone.
Is that right? Oh my god, you're right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Odd.
What great commentary. This is the co-host, guys. This is the co-host H3 hired and pays.
That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right.
How boring does this motherfucker sound?
That doesn't make any sense.
Odd.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
This is what I was saying at the fucking beginning of the stream. How do people enjoy the H3 podcast? It has to be that they have nothing else. It has to be that they haven't seen any other shows.
And why in a bar, man?
The setup is a bit weird. By the way, this is all a deflection from the accusation. This is about the TeddyFresh accusation. Let me remind you guys. This is about the TeddyFresh accusations. The copying and pasting of TeddyFresh. And he's 6 minutes in. He's just commenting on the background because he's stalling. He is stalling. Just like I stall a lot because I like to talk a lot. But the reasons for each stalling is different. And I'm speculating. But I'm allowed to speculate because I'm a smaller YouTuber and you guys like me and no one likes Ethan. Regardless, his background doesn't make much sense. What is your background? What is your background? You're in a forest. You have a bunny rabbit, an inflatable fucking pineapple, a random ass puddle, and in the middle of the wilderness. We all know you don't go outside. It's called H3 TV. You're online. You're in your studio. At least Keemstar doesn't pretend to go outside in his videos. He's inside. You are pretending to be outdoors, and we've already seen how fat you are, motherfucker. We know you ain't going outside. We know you ain't going outside. So shut the fuck up. I love streaming.
He's got a broadcast mic and headphones on, but he seems to be recording on a cell phone.
Imagine if I commented on streams in the same way Dan did. This is what a Dan stream would be like.
It seems like that, H3 right now is using a microphone and has a laptop. It actually looks like he's using a green screen right now. It actually looks like he's, recording at an angle to, make himself look slimmer than he actually is, as we've, seen, it looks like he's, These motherfuckers get paid salaries for this, man!
I don't know what the goal is.
And why in a bar, man? You're making content for kids and you're in a bar.
Making content for kids? Wait, where did that come from? What? You're making content for lazy people who sit inside all day and you're in the outdoors. What's that?
What is it just meant to make you look cool that there's alcohol behind you?
I mean, it's his basement bar, right?
Yeah,
we saw in his house
I recognize
tour.
that place.
The Keemstar Food.
Yeah, he recognizes it. He recognizes it because, dude, H3 knows so much about Keem, man. He knows every little detail. He's got that shit on lock. He knows the Keemstar's new girlfriend, Brantley. He knows her birthday. He knows her birth seconds, bro. He knows what she likes to eat. He knows what Keemstar likes to eat for breakfast. He knows too much, man.
The audio is slightly delayed, or it almost looks dark.
I'm so done. The audio is slightly delayed. Talk about the allegations! Talk about this is why I'm watching. I don't give a fuck about Keemstar's audio levels. The audio levels right now on my stream are probably way too fucking loud. I fucking talk about the allegation. What audio levels? We're 7 minutes in, bro. We're 7 minutes in, bro. Okay, I'm sorry for that script. I just wanted to be eccentric. I'm not actually mad. I just want to be eccentric. I'm just having fun. I'm sorry, guys. If that shit's cringe, of me screaming like that's cringe, just tell me. I'm not gonna fucking bore you guys like H3. Feedback. I'm fine with feedback. I need a home Minecraft as an entertainer. If that was too much, let me know. All right. I know this is a very different Boblax than what you guys are used to on Twitter versus. Oh, we have Caleb in the chat. You are genuinely sad, bro. You look like Master Splinter, and you're commenting on someone else's appearance. Ethan talks slow and got way fatter because he's on antidepressants too. You're just a dick. I am so tired, unironically, of people who, take the internet so seriously. I'm not making fun of Ethan at a family, get-together. I'm trying to, joke around on the internet. At the end of the day, I don't hate Ethan. At the end of the day, people get fat. At the end of the day, people take antidepressants. I'm allowed to make fun of him. He's not a little baby. He's a grown man. And he can do the same shit to me, too. I'm sure Ethan's been called fat, a million times. He's a comedian! Let me be funny, or at least attempt.
a TeddyFresh shirt. Bottom, an original vintage shirt. A bear.
I cannot imagine what is going through Ethan's head while watching this. It's like exposing yourself on stream, dude. Like, he's just looking at this and he's like, how the hell am I gonna talk myself out of this one? The bears are just so small. Are they the same bears? Oh my god, it is the same bear. Oh my god. The blue bear and the blue bear. The panda and the panda. They're almost in the same position. Wait, this panda is in the top, is like, the blue bear is in the bottom right of the panda, and here, the blue bear is in the bottom right of the panda. It's the same. Wait, and oh no, that's fucked up. An Etsy store? An Etsy store. You know how many starving artists are on Etsy just trying to like fucking make some money off their hobby or whatever? No, that now with like the fucking video game, like with the fucking video game bear design and the fucking dino from 1992, like whatever, you know, whatever. I don't really care morally. But this? No way, bro. An Etsy creator? That's like, I think that one's fucked. That's fucked, bro.
I think he's so bitter and jealous about TeddyFresh because it's successful in its own right, and there's really nothing shady going on with TeddyFresh, and he's so desperate to hurt me in any way he can. He tried lying about me. He's tried ruining my YouTube channel. That hasn't worked. So he's now going after my wife and her company. And, like, he didn't post this on YouTube, just Snapchat. Don't you find that interesting?
Ethan follows Keemstar like a hawk. He already knows that Keemstar hasn't posted on YouTube for the past 3 weeks. He's already said that. They have to know that Keemstar is switching exclusively to Snapchat, and this is just a continuation of that. It has nothing to do with H3 in particular. This is so bad faith. In the end, it doesn't really matter, but I feel like they're intentionally omitting information in order to make it look like Keemstar has a bigger vendetta against Ethan than he actually does. And don't get me wrong, Keemstar has a big vendetta against Ethan, but I think Ethan's trying to make it seem more ridiculous than it is by omitting information like that.
And each collection, each month, we drop a lot of clothes. I mean, we have a lot of designers. We have like, again, there's like about 40 people there, full-time employees.
Wait, there's a lot of designers. So is he saying that these like copies are a result of not Hila and H3 themselves, although it should have went through, you know, and been double-checked, I guess, before, like, being published. But he's saying it's, like, the designer's fault, like, the employees they hired. Is he shifting blame?
Potentially, he personally was not aware, although that is very questionable, too. But let's say that it was not. Someone on his team was. But it doesn't matter. I mean, ultimately, it's his responsibility.
Yeah, that's the thing he keeps skirting around. It's like, oh, my designers did it. But, like, it's your company. The one hilarious thing that they're trying to get us on is, like, sometimes designers just license graphics because it's really hard to create custom graphics all the time. And it's very normal for clothing brands, streetwear brands to license an image.
So he's admitting he copied it. Then why? Wait. What? Wait. So he's saying all this shit like, Keemstar's only bringing this up on Snapchat to get me another strike on my channel, and Keemstar's only bringing this up to go after my wife and do anything he can to go after me. And then he admits that he got it licensed from the example that Salvo showed. So he's admitting that there is something there. Then instead of trying to like expose Keemstar for reporting the story, why don't you just clarify it? 14 minutes in and you finally clarify why it's the same? What? Also, if you have the licenses for them, show the licenses. Is there any like legal issue with them showing the license on stream? Show the licenses then, you know? I'm not doubting you, but like if you want to, well, your doubters like Salvo and Keemstar and whoever else, you know, just like this video, show them, I guess.
And start from that.
Start from that. That must have been like a 10-minute job, bro. The designers, they did almost zero work on this. I could have done this shit. I don't even design shit, and I could have taken that and like mixed it up and made the TeddyFresh version, you know?
They're so desperate again to try to fuck with my life. Dude, it's a licensed graphic, you fucking idiot. It's just not that deep.
Then why did it take 15 minutes for you to say that? He says it's not that big of a deal. Then why is he making a 30-minute response to it if it's not that big of a deal? If it's so obvious that it was licensed, like, this is obvious, dude. Like, Keemstar's just stretching at things just so he can get a dig at me because it's so obvious that it's licensed. It's so obvious. Then why are you bringing it up on the stream? Why are you like, oh, I have to respond to this? These are serious accusations. With how he's painting it, the equivalent, you know, in Ethan's mind for how he's painting Keemstar is like, you're an adult and a kid walks up to you and calls you a poo-poo face. And you're like, oh my god, I have to address this. Oh my god, like, it's so obvious I'm not a poo-poo face, duh. But no, I have to address it. I have to make a 30-minute address of this crazy claim that I'm a poo-poo face. Like, if it's not that big of a deal, then why did you even cover? He's shooting himself in the foot. I'm just baffled. I'm baffled. Even his own fans are turning on him. That's why I had to make this stream. I'm just so like, what did I miss? How did he mentally degrade that much ever since I made my last video on him? Like, what is going on? I thought he was already at rock bottom. What's going on? Jesus, he needs more antidepressants. Ethan's doctor must be working overtime, dude. You need to prescribe him some more shit, cause like, what is going on? He's in La La Land.
He completely ripped that off. Oh my god, you guys, this is crazy. Are they just stealing it?
What the hell?
This is nuts. Is he stealing designs? Breaking. The happy face is clearly the same. Keemstar, we need an answer from you.
Yup, comparing these two smiley faces is just as ludicrous as comparing these two bears with the same overalls background, heart on the overalls hat. None of his employees are laughing. Wait, you're paying them to laugh track, laugh. Why aren't the employees laughing? This joke would actually be pretty funny if, like, they were actually stretching. Okay, well, you know, that's stretching in a different way. I mean, with this. If Salvo was actually, like, really stretching with like, the design differences, like, let's say one didn't have a cap or one didn't have a heart on the overalls or whatever. There's a couple similarities knocked off. The joke would be funny, but it just seems like cope. Like, Ethan makes that joke and then sees that the comparison isn't even close, and then you look at his face, he's just like, oh, I hope people, like, believe me when I say that this isn't that much of a ripoff.
This is a licensed image, but honestly, it's so different too. Like, even making the accusation is kind of insane. It may not even be a licensed image. I don't know.
What? Wait.
This is a licensed image.
This is a licensed image. 5 seconds ahead.
It may not even be a licensed image. I don't know.
What? You're the owner of the company! Wait, what? How do you not know if it's licensed or not? Wait, what? Wait, you're guessing? You're trying to, like, defend yourself from these, like, heavy accusations and you're just guessing if it's licensed or not? Wait, what? Wait, in the same 5 seconds, what am I listening to? Dude, like, how dumb do you, I swear in, like, 2016, commentators were not this fucking blatantly stupid to the point where they are contradicting themselves within 5 seconds of each other. Like, what is happening? This man's brain is, like, devolving. I swear, bro. What's going on?
And this is completely different.
I couldn't believe some of the denialism that I was seeing.
Let's just have a reality check right now, all right? This is a fucking completely different image.
And this is completely different.
The bear's from a completely different angle.
It's hard to tell. Yeah, you're right. You can see more of.
You see, it's more front facing.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
we could just make it so, like, the bear is kind of like, it's like cut off a little bit. We can, like, pay our artists like $100K a year just to add a little, like, stub to it, make it so, like, you can't kind of see.
They're actually using a licensed image on the front of their video game, but we actually changed it quite a bit.
You changed it quite a bit. Dude, you can even still see the water! The water effect is still there! Dude, the water is still there! This isn't even about water, it's like flaming, and you can still see the water here! No way! You can still see the water right here, and then here. Even though this is flames in the background, it doesn't even make thematic sense. Dude, they changed this so much. Like, honestly, like, it's so different from the original. Like, honestly, like, you know, it's pretty much not even the same. It just takes, like, quite a while to kind of get the design just perfectly right, you know, draw out the bear from scratch, and just really kind of have a good product on your hand. That's why they only hire, like, the top tier people over at TeddyFresh, due to, you know, how hard it is to kind of create these types of t-shirts, you know? So, yeah. I hope you like this new design that I made. It was like, it took a really long time, and I think I should be paid a lot. I'm a TeddyFresh designer! Let's go! Let's go! Dude, what? No way it was that easy to make a TeddyFresh shirt. Oh, that's a cope laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There's no way. That's a cope laugh. I do fake laughs for Twitter verses. Like, ha 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 ha! You know, I do that shit. That's a cope laugh. That is 100% a cope laugh.
And it's the same shirt as a PS3 bear. I can't believe it.
He's in cope mode. He's in full cope mode.
Got him, folks. There is norms in the industry that everybody knows.
Yeah,
and,
it's
like,
normal.
When you're outside, like Keepstar, that's like looking at everything we do under a microscope.
Yeah.
These things.
A microscope. Yeah. Dude, you need a fucking, like, scientific class microscope to see the similarities in this. Like, what? Like, it's completely different. Like, why are you nitpicking this? Like, what? Like, you need a microscope to see this shit, dude. Oh my god. Dude, you need a dude, what? This doesn't look the same at all. It's just two bears, dude. There's no similarity at all. You need like a PhD microscope and like design to figure this out. Is he like retarded? Is he honestly like just mentally ill?
I've heard that Supreme, they have a massive warehouse full of vintage clothes, and when they're going to design, they basically just walk through and like pick out vintage items and basically just rip it off, more or less.
Wait! He literally just admitted to ripping off design. He literally just admitted it. He's like, everybody in the industry does this. You know, Supreme literally rips off their merch. Okay. And then you're saying you're doing the same thing everyone else in the industry does. Therefore, you're admitting to ripping off the merch. Therefore, the criticism that Keemstar is levying against you is valid. Therefore, everything you just said up into this 21-minute mark is null and void. He exposes himself, bro. Why do you even address this, man? You're so dumb. But yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, with like, you know, the Dino shirts and, you know, even like the video game art shirt and stuff, I don't really see that much harm in it. What really actually bothers me is the Etsy shit.
To a dino design from a sewing book on the top, and on the bottom, a TeddyFresh sweater. And apparently Ethan Klein even admitted that this was stolen by, you know, an employee that they fired. But the thread keeps...
Is he trying to be like, you know, an employee, trying to make it seem like it was us? He's like, you know, an employee.
But I love that he thinks that if he personally didn't know about the hoodie, then it's fine. It's like, no, you run a company. Your employees maybe stole the design and you didn't know, but it's still your product. I'm still going to talk to you. I'm not going to go talk to one of your employees.
I mean, first of all, I don't ever suspect that he did steal it. I think someone on his team did.
It doesn't matter, James. It's still your product.
To be honest, I can't tell what's going on here, if it's the same or not.
It is the same.
But I will say
I checked.
about this one.
Like, look, the panda and the blue bear is like to the right diagonal. Panda, blue bear. You know, this bear with the present under the panda, this bear with the present under the panda. To the left, we have the pink bear. On the other panda, we have the pink bear. It's literally the same bears in the same pattern. You can't chalk this up to coincidence. You literally can't. It's the same positioning, the same type of bears. There's so many variety of bears. It could be any other different position, any other type of bears. It's literally the exact same. Literally.
Again, I can't tell if it's...
How can you not tell? Are you blind?
It's the same. It's possible that it's a fabric that we bought, but it's also possible... The thing is, like...
So you just slapped a fabric on a shirt and, like, sold it and called it a day? Like, how lazy are you with your shit, man?
There isn't industry standard for when you buy really, really old vintage stuff that's like a one-off that like doesn't exist anywhere and it's years old.
Public domain.
It is there is like a weird thing, but people.
How do you not know for sure? Wouldn't you like have all your legalities like tied up? Like, I don't know why he's denying that it doesn't look the same. Like, the first thing he says is like, I don't even know if it looks the same. And then like once he realizes it looks the same, he doesn't admit that it looks the same. He's like, oh well, you know, it could be the same vintage design. Like, he's literally making shit up on the fly. You should know this shit, or at least Hila should know this shit. Maybe this would have been like a better thing for Hila to come on and discuss, because I don't know how much Ethan is involved in TeddyFresh, but I know like Hila should know everything that's going on.
You shouldn't copy it directly, though. I mean, that's obviously shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't do that. That's what it is right there on the screen. You shouldn't copy it directly. That's what's on the screen right now. It's a direct copy. What? Wait, it literally is a direct copy if you look at all the bears, as I said earlier, and the positioning. What? But this is... What?
Copy it directly, though. I mean, that's obviously shouldn't do that. I can't tell, though.
Then why did you do it?
No, I can't see the... I can't even tell if they're
Zoom in! Zoom in! What are you doing, Jack? What are you... You made this...
It may have been the same fabric, or it may have just been a vintage piece. I don't know.
Same thing! I'm noticing a pattern here, people. And speaking about patterns...
If it was the same, why didn't you get a closer pic? You could, you know...
Why don't you zoom in, dumb motherfucker? Why don't you fucking check your designs before you post them, before you sell them? What?
I mean, this is a fucking fabric, you moron. We bought the same fabric, you dumb, disease-brained fucking idiot.
You can tell he's mad with all those adjectives.
I mean, seriously, this one, I will admit, is a little too close for comfort. I don't know what happened.
Oh my god. That's where he draws the line? With every example, they're just trying so hard to grasp at something that makes Ethan look right. Like, no, wait, no, it's public domain. No, wait, no, it's the design. No, oh. And here, they just ran out of excuses, bro.
Recognize that sweater. It's a Prada sweater with the flames. I mean, this one's on a hoodie.
It's on a hoodie,
I mean,
it's different.
this one's a little sus, I agree. I'm not sure what happened here. I have to address these things before they snowball. And that's what happened when he accused me of stealing money for our first lawsuit. I just ignored. I was trying not to talk about Keemstar at all. And it actually almost ruined my life, which is kind of crazy.
Okay, that's a fair reason to want to respond to this. I'd say that's a fair reason. Knowing like all the history behind that. Because if Ethan would have addressed the FUPA stuff right away, he wouldn't have had the issues he had during that. And to clarify from what I said on my stream, I don't think it was unfair of Keemstar to ask Ethan about the questions regarding FUPA, but Ethan not having a clear-cut, publicly available answer for Keemstar and anyone else who had questions about that fund did end up causing him a lot of damage. So I suppose these TeddyFresh copying allegations could pose a similar threat, although they are way more credible, as you can see by just looking at the comparison. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. Hopefully those of you who are on Ethan's side don't think that my criticisms were too over the top. Obviously I was joking about certain things that may imply that I have a harsher opinion against him than I actually do, but if you listen to the words I said throughout the video, I feel like I have a pretty fair and objective take. But again, if you disagree with me, feel free to call me out in the comment section below, and if you want to see more streams and videos like this, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.